Hello Commanders, Commander Plater here, back with another Elite Dangerous video, and today I have an amazing way for you to make some good money. Now this method was discovered by Down to Earth Astronomy, so shout out to him and make sure you head over to his channel and subscribe as well. He produces some great videos. So on with the method. Once again we're back over in Quints. Now if you remember, FDev nerfed scanner missions. They nerfed them to the point where only 3 would spawn at a time, so you could only take 3. You'd go, you'd complete them, you'd come back, but also they increased the reward. It appears the nerf was not absolute, and you're able to go to Quints, and if you board hop, you can get a board to spawn which will give you up to 20 scanner missions all in one go, and they all pay anywhere in between 300,000 to 3 million credits. So if you're lucky and you get a decent amount of money, you could potentially make up to 125 million credits per hour. Now, I'm going to show you guys what this looks like as we go through, and as you can see, it's going to be some decent money. Now yes, some of you will be calling this an exploit, and I do understand why, and I'm comfortable with that, and I'm also comfortable with the fact that not everyone will want to do this, but for those of you that do, this is a fantastic way to make money, and on almost a technical level, it is playing the game. So as you can see on the video, I only had to board hop a couple of times before I got all the missions that I could possibly want, and so I stocked up on them, and then we go out and we complete them. Now this is a very similar method to my previous video where I spoke about Quints to get easy rank and money. Now this is a little bit different only because of the pay. You can see here I am completing this in a Sidewinder, and it can be completed in any ship whatsoever, but I will say the smaller the ship and the cheaper the rebuy, the more profit you're going to be making from this. So I took a Sidewinder, stripped it down a little bit, so I got rid of the shield, you don't need that. Put in an SRV bay because you're going to need one of them, because you do need an SRV to be able to complete this method and complete the missions. And then also I increased the cargo capacity, and the reason why you increase the cargo capacity is a lot of these missions do give cargo as a reward additional to the money, and if you don't have the cargo available then you won't be able to accept the missions. And you can keep accepting missions that offer cargo as a reward, even if you have other missions that will take you over your cargo allowance. That's okay, that can still work. Something I'm going to ask you guys to keep an eye out for is the time. I started this at 9:58 in game, and by the time I finish you'll see how long it took me and how much money I have made. I'm starting off on, yes, that is a real amount, 1.1 billion credits, and yes, I know, why am I doing this? So, as you can see, I've totally loaded up on missions. We've got in total, I think it's 19 here, and yes, I do run through and I count them just to make sure, because there is talk of whether or not you're able to pick up more than the 20 missions, and you can kind of fudge it and pick up possibly up to 23 at a time, which is an interesting one. Now, once I've picked up all the missions, I do start to get all of the mission messages come through, and they come through slowly, which is a bit of an odd one. So once you pick them all up, they drop through one by one, quite kind of slowly, which is a bit odd, but hey, I guess that's kind of how things are. So as I said, you're looking to make potentially, and this is potentially, up to 125 million credits per hour. Averaging out though, it's probably closer to the 70 to 80 million credits per hour mark. But right, let's go and get these missions done. It's not very exciting, so we're going to speed through this bit. As usual guys, you can see me try and get out through the docking slot. So once we're at the mission target, which is going to be on the planet Cosmala Rewards, you'll pop up and it'll be this little scan icon, and it tells you kind of where to go and where to aim for. You need to land in your ship, get out in your SRV, and you're going to scan some data points. Now, there will be a trespass warning when you get there, and you will have a bounty applied to you if you stay in that zone too long. But that's not going to matter too much, because once you've scanned the data points, you're heading straight back to your ship, and what you'll notice is that with one scan, you've completed all of the missions. And yes, that is something that is intentional in the game apparently, and very, very difficult for Frontier to remove, and as such, I'm calling gameplay element on this as opposed to exploit. The exploit bit, I guess, comes later on. So, you're going to get into your turrets, you're going to scan the nearest data point. Sometimes you do need to scan two, so in this particular case, I do recommend that you scan both data points that are there, because not all of your missions will update. So once you've scanned both, as I said, you're going to need to head back to your ship, and once you get in your ship, that's where kind of the, as I said, the exploit bit kicks in. You're going to destroy your own ship, and you can do that either by self-destructing, or what is actually quicker is lifting off and then slamming yourself face first back into the planet at as high a speed as you can. Yes, destroy your own ship, and that's why you want to be in the cheapest ship that you can be when you're completing this. That way, as I said, you do make the most of the method and you don't have to worry about the rebuy. The rebuy on this Sidewinder that I'm in is only around the 2,000 credits mark, which is absolute peanuts, bearing in mind I'm about to make a crap ton of money. Once you've self-destructed, you'll find yourself back at Miller Port, and it is Miller Port in Quince that you need to be in to make the most of this method. So, once you've self-destructed, you'll be back at Miller Port. All you need to do is start handing the missions in. Once you hand the missions in, your money will go up, and there you go, you're going to be better off. Now, I made 25 million from that one run, and it took me 12 minutes. Yes, 25 million, 12 minutes. And that works out to be potentially up to 125 million per hour, if you're lucky. Mileage may vary depending on missions that spawn, so do bear in mind, you may not necessarily get the same results I do. Do remember as well that as your rank goes up, you are offered better paying missions. That's very important, and it is your rank with a local faction. Rinse, repeat, get rich. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, why not leave me a comment and tell me what you're going to be spending your money on in-game. Whilst you're subscribing, remember to turn on notifications. That's the little bell icon next to the subscribe button that helps you know when I put new videos out. Whilst you're there, please consider becoming a patron as well. It's a great way to help support the channel and help me to provide you guys with good quality content. Also, don't forget, I have a 24-hour live stream coming soon for charity, and that's on the 3rd of June 2017, running for 24 hours, all funds going towards the British Thyroid Foundation. So once again guys, please subscribe and keep an eye for updates. Thank you for watching. Commander Plater, out.